How's it going, everybody? Bryan Alvarez here on Wrestling Observer Live. We are here every day, Monday through Friday, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, Sunday, 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern, Saturday mornings with Jim Valley, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 Eastern, Sundays with Andrew Zarian. And yes, it is Wednesday here on the show, and you know what that means? We got a lot to talk about. AEW Dynamite coming up tonight from Las Vegas. Filthy Tom Lawler's joining us here today. We should find out if he's going to that show tonight. Got 5 segments announced for the show. Of course, tomorrow is TNA Impact. 3 matches announced for that show. And, of course, we have to talk about last night's NXT. What's the word? Ava's gone. What did they do? I guess that's the best way to term it. Well, it was definitely something to talk about. Filthy Tom called it. And myself as well, I like to add. But the circumstances were kind of weird. So anyway, we'll talk about that here today, plus the full NXT TV report. They are trying to make some changes. They are trying to make the show more interesting. But I thought it was a little bit better. It's still got a ways to go. But we'll talk about that. We've also got a lot of ratings notes, which are important because, as some of you are well aware, Big Data plus Panel... the change to the way Nielsen does their ratings destroyed professional wrestling over the last 6-8 months or so. And now they've made changes which have helped professional wrestling. So we're going to tell you about that. Plus, we'll get into the house shows, WWE house shows. Cody Rhodes wants more of them. And a lot of other news to get into here today. If you want to text us, 425-780-7566. That is 425-780-7566. F4W Online at gmail.com. I'm F4W Online, Threads, Instagram, and Cameo, where earlier this week, I was number 12 on all of Cameo. That's right. So get your cameos today, F4W Online. And at Bryan Alvarez on X and Blue Sky. Lots to get into here today. We'll kick it off after the break. Wrestling Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful.
Happy birthday, dear Granny.
Happy birthday, Granny. Happy 95th birthday.
Thank you.
You got balloons behind you as well, Vinny. People can't really see them.
No.
They think it might just be your hump. But it's a very festive
I
day
should not
today.
laugh at that. That's a horrible insult that you just gave
Yeah,
me.
you laughed. It was a good one.
But it was funny.
Happy birthday!
Okay.
Happy birthday, Granny!
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, I don't even know what you just said. Okay, go.
Bye!
Bye, girls. Close the door, please. Rob Wanska, a top fan. That granny is one of a kind. If you cannot see that, you're blind. Whether she's knitting a quilt or giving Brian some guilt, she's the greatest old gal that you'll find.
Was that, who was that?
Producer
That was
Rob.
Rob.
Producer Rob?
Yeah.
Fine
like
job,
that.
Rob.
He has talent?
Thank you,
Great.
Rob.
Wow.
This is Mariah May versus Anna J. Anna has a problem. Her top seems to want to drop down. She has to keep pulling it up. Mariah pins Anna for the win. I think Anna just gave up due to the fact that her wardrobe was malfunctioned.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if they wore decent clothes, it'd be better.
Hmm.
Those T-straps are ridiculous.
Those what?
T-straps. Don't you know what a T-strap is?
No, I do not know what a T-strap
I don't think
is.
there's a T-strap in Brian's closet, Granny.
No.
I don't know.
T-strap. Oh, a thong? Why don't you say a thong?
A what?
Never mind. You don't know what a thong is?
No.
Why are we having this conversation?
What part of the body is it on?
Does it go on the
woman.
top or the bottom?
On your
Butt?
butt. Yep.
Okay.
Granny had to be very careful. So it's a thong.
Why are we having this conversation?
According to the Old Testament of the Bible, who is the father of both Isaac and Ishmael?
Job.
Abraham.
Wrong.
Oh, really?
Abraham.
I just...
Did you say that?
Yes, he
I'm so-
did.
Yeah, I
Oh, okay. You're right.
Yeah.
I just didn't hear you.
Well, Granny, I hope you had a happy birthday today.
I had to.
Hey, we got a special present for you. You are officially being inducted, yes, into the Hall of Awesome.
It's about time.
Yes. You know what that is, Granny?
Wait a minute. I want everybody to see this. How can I show it?
Clearly, Granny is really excited about being inducted into the Hall of Awesome. She's busy showing off her trophy.
Is that an old gray mare trophy?
It's got a horse on it for some reason. Back in the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Filthy Tom Lawler is joining us here today. The same Filthy Tom Lawler who successfully predicted the new GM of NXT. Tom, tell us what happened.
Well, yesterday on NXT, to open the show, our favorite show of the week, I may add,
No, it's not.
Shawn Michaels was in the office with one Robert Stone, who he said, listen, you've done what we said for the past 7 years. You've been a loyal soldier. You've been a shill for NXT.
I love NXT,
And we are going to reward you by making you the new GM. And he's like, what? Me? Really? Thank you so much. And Shawn Michaels says, look, I know it can be a little crazy around here. Well, that's the way I like it.
Yeah. I half expected they might call me, but instead they called Robert Stone. And I think what's most notable is last week, Ava was all over the show. And the day after the show aired, she announced that she was not renewing her deal and she was leaving. And WWE did do a, we wish Ava the best in her future endeavors, a whole thing and everything like that. And of course we thought, man, what are they going to do? You know, is going to turn out that Tony D murdered her? Like, I mean, there's so many things you can do.
Instead, he made no mention of her whatsoever in his promo.
Tom, nobody said her name at any point during this show. Shawn Michaels didn't say her name. Robert Stone didn't say her name. The announcers never said her name. There was no, Ava did a great job. We're sad. Nothing. It was like she never existed. That was interesting. So she's gone. And they just moved on, got a new GM, and we'll talk about the show later, but it's very clear that they're trying to get this train back on the tracks. I mean, they're trying to they're rushing some splits. That Zaruka thing is escalating.
What
the
is
Chase
going
Hughes
on with
split
that?
is escalating.
My head is going to explode trying to analyze this Zaruka thing.
Yeah.
How many times are they going to pretend they're friends, then they are friends, then they're not friends, then they hate each other, but they're still forced to team? Just say no.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're going to get to that a little bit later on, but I want to start with this because the story came out yesterday and everybody is seemingly very confused, so I'm going to try and help. I'm a nice guy. So, first off, the Collision show on Saturday night was up 94.5% from the week prior. 492,000 viewers for Collision and a 0.07. The Impact show on Thursday night, 201,000 viewers, which was up from the previous week's 171. And of course, if you recall, almost always, the first episode of a show is going to do the best number and it's going to fall from there. Well, in fact, this third week is up significantly from the debut. It is 0.04, which is up from the prior week, which did a 0.03. The Dynamite show, I don't have the number in front of me, but I think it did like 680,000 viewers last week, which is also up significantly. The NXT number was really good. The SmackDown number was up. Every single show was way up. And everybody had some theory. Oh, is it Andrade? Is it because everyone's snowed in? Is it this or that? Well, the answer is they've made a change to how they're doing the ratings again. So this past September, Nielsen busted out this big data plus panel.
Yeah. So now are we in the era of bigger data?
Well, here's what's happening, everyone. There's a big story on the front page of WrestlingObserver.com with all of the details. But essentially, they have made some changes, and it has helped in some ways, but in weird ways, okay? So the problem, if you really analyze this, and we did several months ago, is it very much appears that Big Data Plus panel is underestimating the number of young viewers that are watching these shows. So 18 to 34 and 25 to 49 or whatever the demos are. These are being underrepresented, okay? And believe it or not, there are a lot of old people that watch wrestling, but there are also a lot of younger people that actually watch wrestling. And so basically it's 18 to 49. That whole 18 to 49 demo was just getting murdered with Big Data Plus panel. And it was a disaster because every one of these shows lost like 30% of their 18 to 49. And for those of you who don't care about ratings, whatever, you don't have to care. But you know who cares? CW, TBS, TNT. They were selling ads now for 30% less because the 18 to 49 was down 30%. And all of these shows that used to do whatever and end up, this one's top 1, top 2, top 3, whatever. Now all of a sudden these shows were dropping way down. And so this was a disaster for wrestling. And it's the biggest disaster for AEW because next year they got to do a new TV deal. WWE doesn't matter. They're locked up for like 5 years, 10 years, or whatever. But AEW, they're up for renewal in a year. And so this was a disaster. So anyway, everybody, it's not even a wrestling thing. Everybody in television was aware of this, but nobody was willing to go up against Nielsen because Nielsen's they're the only one. So the only people that were willing to complain about this were the CW, and they put out this statement. We've expressed to Nielsen our deep frustration with the way it has handled the process, communication, methodology behind its big data rollout. The sudden and substantial discrepancy in NXT viewership reported to big data relative to long-established viewing patterns is inexplicable and lacks credibility. This is from CW. Further, a comparison with data from all other measurement products, including Nielsen, exposes a fundamental flawed methodology in big data. We are disappointed by Nielsen's lack of cooperation, transparency, and accountability with its network partners as we work to resolve this issue. So this isn't a wrestling thing. This is it was affecting all sorts of shows. And the funny thing is, the reason that they started this Big Data Plus panel was because of all organizations, the NFL had complained that they felt that they weren't being properly represented in the ratings. Pretty much, by far, the biggest thing on all of television by miles. They complained, and so Nielsen added this Big Data Plus panel. So anyway, they have kind of changed things up a little bit, and what this has resulted in is still, when it comes to 18 to 49, it has made no difference whatsoever. However, the 50 to 55-year-old demo now is being maybe overrepresented because all of these wrestling shows in the 50 to 54 demographic have exploded. So, I think it was Dynamite or NXT or some show. Dave, like a week ago was like, for some odd reason, all of a sudden a whole bunch of old people are watching this show. Well, that's now happening to every show because they've made this switch, and basically the viewership of all of these wrestling shows has gone way up. The 18 to 49 has largely stayed the same. So it's good news because now, the viewership for all of these shows is closer to where it should be. And realistically, if they can figure out the 18 to 49, this will actually probably be great for wrestling because every single show will probably go way up in the demo and viewership. So anyway, there has been a change that's been made. It has helped professional wrestling. There is still more work to be done, but this is a positive. So no, we have not gone back to what we were doing before. It's still big data plus panel, but they've changed the methodology, and now I guess there's more older people being tabulated. So anyway, more after the break. Observer Live. We did, in fact, by popular demand, watch Ready to Rumble.
The champion is some fat loser.
Yeah, he's a completely talentless, no athletic ability, can't wrestle, broke bum that walked out on his wife and kid.
But he was
he's
over.
the world champion.
He
and
was.
In the movie, the
Well, yeah, but
storyline
that's a
is-
microcosm of wrestling, sadly.
Yes.
He feels so bad about drinking this entire slushy that cost $1.26, and he sticks his finger in his asshole and walks up to the clerk.
Lance
And-
Lance is dying. How could the movie be so bad?
I'm not going to fault the man for that, of all the things in the movie.
I thought for
okay?
sure you were going to say you'd done this before.
There's a reason I'm not going to fault the man for that.
I just think with all the porta potties and farting in this, that I think Vince McMahon was a secret producer on this film. Had to have been.
So then we get the Shermanator. He's played a WCW arcade game. He uses some internet sleuthing to find the personal information of Jimmy King.
He's searching the internet. Can find out anything on here. This movie was so antiquated. Every Nitro Girl is in a Nitro Girl outfit, except for this girl. They had her
want
dance
her
in something
to stand
totally
out,
different.
Brian, like the captain.
So we're so stupid. I got it.
Captain
Yes,
Stabbing.
if you're watching this film, you're that stupid. I'm sorry.
But I was also insulted by the fact they hired Michael Buffer to announce the Royal Bash, the fake-ass Royal Bash.
$24 million budget.
Wow.
And probably 500,000 of that went to Michael Buffer. It made 12. You know, we
He
should mention
unveils-
this cage match is the triple-decker Cage of Doom. Everybody buried it. It was horrible. Everybody hated it. And so they decided to make a movie. And what is the final battle? It's another goddamn triple-decker cage match. This would be like in 2010 if like TNA made a movie and the final match was a reverse battle royal.
They throw powder in someone's face, DDP's, I think, or somebody's, and the dude just looks at it and goes, "It doesn't work." It's like, of course, because wrestling's fake and stupid.
Should we just end it there? What a soundbite. There has never been a movie I have watched in my entire life which has made me hate myself more.
Wow.
I'm ashamed that I'm even in the place at 41 years old where I would end up reviewing this movie for money. I would have thought I would have made it out of here by now. You know what I mean? I'm done.
Well, everyone, hopefully we can do this again someday. Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. Back at the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Filthy Tom Lawler is joining us here today. Hey, Dynamite's in Vegas tonight, Tom.
Sure is. It's
Not
at the
going?
Palms. I don't believe it's in the cards. I didn't hit up my plug for any tickets, but
I think Adam Cole locked you out.
don't start this again. Really?
The lineup tonight, Andrade versus...
Really?
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
He didn't lock me out. Get out of here.
Andrade versus Kenny Omega. MJF Brody King AW World Championship Eliminator match. Ricochet and Jack Perry for the AW National Championship. The Young Bucks will be in action.
Oh, I'll go then.
And Hangman Page will be facing Mark Davis. That's the lineup for the
Yeah, he's got to face a lot of other things, too.
Dynamite show tonight. Speaking of Vegas, the Figure 4 Wrestling Observer Convention is coming to Vegas over WrestleMania weekend. And if you have not gotten your tickets, what in the hell are you waiting for? Go to my Twitter.
I'm going to be there.
At Bryan Alvarez. Heck yeah, you are.
When I last year I couldn't get in. There was no tickets.
Couldn't get in.
There was no tickets, I was told.
Really? I'm pretty sure I could get you in, but that's about it. Tickets are available for all of the events over WrestleMania weekend. We have got live podcasts. We have
I couldn't even get into that.
Live
I offered to
podcasts
do one, and I was told no.
with Dave. I don't remember any of this, but Dave and I and Vinny and I, and now maybe Tom and I will all be doing live podcasts. There's going to be after parties after each night of WrestleMania, which, by the way, let me just tell you this, guys. This is no joke. If you want to attend the post-WrestleMania after parties, I need you to go to my Twitter or my Blue Sky at Bryan Alvarez and get those tickets now, because those actually are almost gone. And they do sell out because it is a suite. There is a fire code. We cannot put 500 people in a suite. So for some reason...
Good thing it's not based on weight capacity. Otherwise, you'd be able to fit like 30 fans in there.
Wow.
Well,
So-
sorry. Hey, we're here to tell the truth, aren't we?
If you want to go to the suite parties, there's one after night 1 and one after night 2. There's a buffet lunch at Texas Day Brazil Steakhouse.
Sweets. It's a sweets party and a buffet. You're
Yep.
not helping. Or you are.
We
helping my
might
cause.
we might have a brunch. I'm not sure. I have to look at the thing. There's a karaoke with Vinny on Sunday. You can watch wrestling with Dave Meltzer and Vinny and maybe myself Saturday and Sunday. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Head up to my Twitter or my Blue Sky at Bryan Alvarez. A link is there to buy tickets. We'll have an actual Vegas.com whatever soon. I don't think it's up yet. These tickets have just gone on sale. And the suite parties are going fast. So if you want one, go up and get one. And get tickets for everything else as well. Especially that Texas Day Brazil.
Also,
my favorite part of the whole weekend.
Also, if you're going to be there and you're staying anywhere near the Paris, which actually the Horseshoe, which is hosting the Collective and a number of other events, is, that's connected to the Paris Hotel, where my wife is the only female bartender.
Wow.
So if you go to the pool at the Paris, tip generously.
I'll be there.
Otherwise, I'm going to hunt you down.
Tom and I will be there. We're going to go get our tan on. Is that what the kids say? Anyway, check it out, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Keep your pants on. That's my only request.
Alrighty. What else do we have here today?
It's not one of those pools.
Cody Rhodes talked about how, on his podcast, he has talked to WWE about running more house shows. He says, I've suggested some of the top brass in the company for a myriad of reasons: camaraderie, the reps, the general sense of working here. It's hard to think you work somewhere if you're only there a couple of days a week. Versus schedule when we first started, it was full tours, live events. You come to TV, you're home less time. I'd suggested them. I said, listen, run one weekend a month. Call them house shows. Poke the fourth wall a little bit in terms of what they are. They're canon, but they're not. You're going to see some of the stuff you see on TV, but it's going to be a bit more of a mixed bag. Maybe you're going to see some people you've never seen before who are getting their first rep in front of you. Run them that way where there's an intimacy to them that's advertised. It's a house show. That's what you guys are getting, and it's going to be awesome. They're very fun. And
you know what this reminds me of, Brian?
Back in the day?
It reminds me of somebody raising their hand at the end of the school day and going, hey, why don't we have homework over the weekend?
You don't think that the guys want to do more house shows than the ladies? I think they do.
You think they want to get paid the same?
Well, they are going to get paid the same.
To do more work?
That is true. But I do think
do you know what the goal of professional wrestling is? Do we need to get the Kim Wood clip?
Hold on a second.
It's money.
Hold on a second.
It's money.
Hold on. I believe that if you took all of these wrestlers who are making a flat fee and you told them, we are now adding 12 dates every month, I don't think they would be happy about that. If you told them on pay-per-view weekends, you have to fly in anyway to the city or whatever, we're going to do 2 house shows at the end of the month, every month. We're going to add 2 or 3, whatever. I think they would be okay with that because I think wrestlers like wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them don't, but a lot of them do, and they like house shows most of all.
Was everybody happy to be at Collision and Dynamite once Collision got put on the schedule?
Hold on a second. Collision and Dynamite, that's different because if you're on Collision and Dynamite, you have to fly into a city Tuesday, wrestle Wednesday, fly home, and then fly out again Friday to a different city. If they did Collision and Dynamite back-to-back, that'd be one thing. If you already have to fly to Las Vegas for a pay-per-view on a Saturday, fly in Thursday to a Thursday-Friday house show, do the Saturday pay-per-view, do a Sunday house show, go home. You're not having to fly in and out multiple times a week. You're flying once. Once in, once out. That's the way it should be done, I think. I think they'd be fine with house shows, Tom. Clearly, you wouldn't. I know you like wrestling.
I love wrestling.
I know you do.
I absolutely love
it.
it. But when you're contracted to do a certain number of dates and a certain number of matches, and then it's added to and you're not compensated more, it becomes an issue.
Well, maybe they will be compensated more. Maybe they'll give them that $50 I guess that was for TV back in the day. When you get $50 for television in the 80s. Because they were doing you a favor by putting you on television. Remember those days, Tom?
No.
Tell me how you feel like an old, grizzled vet.
I don't even want to.
No. We got time, Tom. We got 6 minutes.
I don't even remember what we were saying last night.
Well, you just felt really old. It's a different generation now, Tom. It's not like it was when we started.
It sure is. It sure is. What was my exact quote? Could you imagine some of these guys having to do spots on the fly with Fidel Sierra?
Well, you were mostly. This all came up because of the ladder match, and how much practice went into the ladder match.
I enjoyed the ladder match. That was my initial point.
Yeah, but you did note the days of getting in the ring and working on the fly are done. I feel like a relic of an ancient time, he says. When I talk about wrestling in 2005 to 2007. Imagine 98! God! Do you realize in 1998, it wasn't even that nobody practiced, okay? But like, if you tried, you would be shamed. Like, the idea that you would get into the ring before the show you would be ridiculed. What do you mean you're going to get in and practice? What are you going to practice?
There was... I am not kidding. There were matches I had early in my career where the person in the back would not talk to me. Like they were veterans and they were just so disrespected by the fact that they actually had to wrestle some scrub like me, fresh out of college, who could have mopped the frickin' mat with these punks, these old bastards. I would have mopped the floor with them, shoe shined myself if I wanted to, spit shined my socks, all my clothes with these relics. These guys are relics of an ancient time. This is what you had to deal with.
I don't think it was disrespect. I think it was more like the veterans were just going to call the match and you were just going to listen. And so I would
have 5 minutes. Can I have 5 minutes off the air to curse and lose my mind over this sometime?
Like I would go up to Tim Flowers, Buddy Wayne, and it would be like, what are we going to do? And they'd be like, don't worry about it. And I would be worrying about it like I'd just be petrified. And don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They didn't want to talk about it. Like, get out of here. Go do something. What are we doing? Don't worry about it. And then, you just worried about it the whole time. I don't think it was disrespect. It was they didn't want to bother. They were just going to go out and do it. Just shut up and listen, kid. Those days are over. The days of shut up and listen.
Yeah, now it's shut up and go practice.
Yeah, shut up and get in the ring and do 75 more reps of that ladder match. That was a pretty good... I will say that it wasn't perfect because, they had some silly spots.
You know what's happening, though, and I will admit this happened with the Psycho Circus and Wyatt match. We also have set the bar so low with our expectations for some of these NXT matches that when they turn out better than expected, I am shocked. Mortified even sometimes.
Like, honestly, if you didn't know Like, if we watch this match in 5 years and these guys are, like, all professionals at that point, and you look back at this match, you'd probably think, whoa, this is not a great ladder match. But knowing most of these guys had never been in a ladder match, most of them had probably, some of them probably had, like, less than 20 matches. I mean, for who was in it and their level of experience, it very much over-delivered. We're going to talk about the show after the break, everybody. Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. I think this show was like the best and worst of AEW.
The earliest story of this show was somebody almost died in every match. I thought MJF's head was going to fall off his body.
It looked like he put his own head into the mat as hard as he could.
Momo kicks Mercedes. Mercedes might have a bruised larynx.
I was certain Swerve had broken his neck.
Man, this dude landed right on his head.
Mariah May versus Toni Storm.
Good Lord.
Mariah gets her hands on a champagne bottle and smashes it right into Tony's crotch.
Some guy in the front row holds up a sign that goes, "For the sickos!"
It sure was.
It's like, well, goddamn, this was for the sickos, all
As
right.
sick as you can get.
Yes.
I did not have glass to the vajayjay on my bingo card. For
I don't
this
know
year.
why not.
I certainly hope not.
You should have.
What kind of bingo are we playing over there? And the two big screens just read, "The End." This, in hindsight, absolutely should have ended the show.
Maybe it should have. However, I can't guarantee that this match was going to be this good with this much heat 5 hours into the live show.
Well, there's that.
Following all those matches we saw. Like,
true.
every time people say this should main event, it's like, are you sure you want that? Then we had Takeshi and Kenny. Another incredible match.
What is up with they have an announcer that wears a mask?
Oh, no. God, please, not this.
What
Anyway, the match.
What is that about?
I actually was fixing to give Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher the highest star rating on the show, but I would say that by the last 3-4 minutes, I was like, well, you did a little too much here. People are going to be mad, but it's true. We didn't need the Spanish fly off the top of the cage. This match would have been as good or better without it.
The penis first Styles clash into the tax.
That should be a finish.
That should be a career ender. It is tomb silent.
Oh, yeah, this crowd's dead.
They've seen every single goddamn thing two human beings can do to each other, and now men are grappling.
And Jason here goes, it's go away heat, Brian. He sucks. Listen, do you guys know what go away heat is?
Listen.
There were 11,000 people in this building. It's just like when people hated Jericho. There still is no evidence that he actually ran anybody off. They just didn't want him. Like, there's a difference. You want a different champion, but who is quitting AEW because Jon Moxley retained tonight?
Put the belt on Swerve immediately, as soon as possible. It could be me, it could be you, it could be Mark, anyone.
I don't want it.
Just, it's run its course.
All right. Golly, this Moxley has heat with these people. What did you think, Mark?
Oh, I'm coming for you now.
Oh, he punched him in the diverticulitis. Pissed like a sprinkler.
Go
Back
out, and
forth,
we are going to do
back
what was
and
billed.
forth.
No, not like this.
There was more. There was.
It's not for me. Why do you like it
No,
so
Jason.
much? Are you guys on Tony's payroll?
Breaking the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Filthy Tom Lawler is joining us here today. You going to take us through this NXT report, Tom?
I guess I will.
Let's do it.
So, well, NXT live on the CW, which, Brian, are you aware that WBD owns a portion of the CW still?
Really?
Yeah, 12.5%, I believe. So they are airing both Dynamite and NXT in a way. Think about that next time those ratings come in and you got to analyze them.
All right.
So HBK named Robert Stone the interim GM, as we mentioned earlier. He said it's crazy there. That's the way that he likes it. Robert Stone was taken aback by being chosen. And then we had an opening video package showcasing the past NXT champions from all the eras of the brand before we transition to recent developments with Oba Femi vacating the NXT title weeks ago, a mad rush to establish contenders, dispatch pretenders. This all includes veterans, newcomers to NXT alike. Mike Rome then introduced the Women's NXT North American title three-way with Thea Hale, Lola Vice, and champion Izzy Dame, already staged in the ring. Booker T called Lola a hot, spicy meatball. Well, she went for arm bars and triangle chokes on Thea. I was not aware that she was Italian. However, hey. They all dove on each other on the floor before commercial break. They did a three-person sleeper hold when they came back. Lola hit her rapid-fire Taekwondo kicks, hit hip attack after hip attack in the corner as Booker T tried to remain conscious. Hale tried for her springboard senton. Lola got out of rear naked choke instead. Izzy broke it up. Lola landed a front leg back roundhouse kick, and then Thea locked a Kimura on her. Lola countered this and went a rear naked again. They tried for some roll-ups. Izzy kicked Lola, tried to powerbomb Thea. Thea gave her a DDT. Izzy rolled to the apron. Kalani Jordan ran down, kicked Lola, smashed her hand with the ladder that was under the ring for the main event. Then Thea tried to use the confusion to get a roll-up. Izzy kicked out. Thea locked on a Kimura again. Izzy flailed like the wacky inflatable tube guy until she hot-shotted Thea onto the ropes, gave her a sit-down powerbomb, which is not her normal finish, and got the win.
Yeah, this match was all right. I did laugh at the end when they're just, they were going absolutely crazy for Thea, putting her in that Kimura near the end. This was the point in the match where they went absolutely nuts. I thought, you fans, you still
the
don't
way
get it.
She sold that so ridiculously. Like, there was no way she was going to tap out.
Yeah, but they were going wild.
I
They
know.
so badly wanted this, and then, of course, she immediately gets necked and pinned. I was like, yeah, wake up, fans. Wake up. You will never be happy watching this promotion.
Ren and Kendall pumped up Soul backstage before Zarya showed up, complained about not getting the same opportunities that Soul does. She was mad because Soul took a spot in the Royal Rumble and she didn't get it. Well, Zarya, let me clue you in. You lose most of your matches. You haven't won any titles. If you're going to give away a spot to Sol Ruka or Zarya, it's going to be Sol Ruka every day of the week in kayfabe. So she said Zaruka's fine, but she needs the win tonight for herself. Chase U is sowing the seeds of dissension backstage. Stax, Ariana, Lexis King showed up. They agreed to face off later on tonight as Lexis King wondered who in Chase U is going to choose or realize their full potential. Tony D then explained his actions.
Here we go.
It's been 7 months since he has said anything to us. He said he doesn't want to keep it simple. He's got some things he wants to get off his chest. And he asked for the house lights to be turned on because he wanted to see everyone in the crowd, which they loved. They were chanting his name, Tony, Tony, Tony. He said he had forgotten who he was. He needed to remember what he does best. That's bouncing heads off the mat. Crowd loved it. He said he came back calculated. He made sure no one knew his moves, and he liked that. He came back for 2 reasons. One is Dark State. Well, you could have fooled me, buddy. He says this isn't about vengeance. It's about punishment. They took everything from him, and now he's going to take everything from them. And reason number 2, we'll find out when he's done with Dark State.
That's false advertising, Tony. You said you'd give us 2 reasons. You gave us 1. I actually thought this was a pretty good promo.
The crowd ate it up, but he didn't say a damn thing.
He didn't say a thing. Actually, here's the thing, Tom. He said something.
He said one
Because
thing.
let me tell you what wasn't getting over one bit. Bearded mute. So the fact that he's not a bad promo at all. And he's got a lot of personality, even if he's not a murderer.
He's a good promo, but he didn't say anything.
Yeah, I was fine with this. I thought he did a pretty good job.
Shiloh Hill's doing a tape study on fracture mechanics, aerodynamics, other ladder-related information ahead of his challenge for the NXT title in the 6-man ladder match. Elio LaFleur took on Charlie Dempsey in a speed tournament match.
Was this not the best actual speed match since they brought this concept to NXT?
This was really good. And also, I got to say, with one mention, Jasper Troy turned it all around for me because he cut a promo on all the tournament competitors coming up, and he told Charlie Dempsey to try to use that George Hackenschmidt stuff on him and see what happens. I love any good historical reference, and I didn't expect it on a Jasper Troy.
No, I'm sure he came up with that himself.
Booker T said Charlie Dempsey was in New Japan, which was not true. It was Noah. Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, which is true, and that he's been doing Sambo tournaments in Brazil, which, while I cannot prove that didn't happen, it would be entirely bizarre because Sambo is a predominantly Russian, European, and African sport. If you look at the
I think he was talking
World
about him
Championship
doing
brackets.
I think he was talking about him doing Samba tournaments. He was dancing.
Nice try. They charged each other, collided immediately, hardly pumped the brakes for almost 3 minutes. LaFleur landed a great springboard knee. Dempsey suplexed him. LaFleur did a tilt-a-whirl reverse head scissors takedown and got the win. This, while it was awesome, would have been better with even more time. And next week we get Briggs versus Eli Knight.
Josh Briggs and Eli Knight. It actually should be good. It's just weird.
Sure is. Joe Hendry was interviewed by Kincaid, not the guy from Spawn, Kelly Kincaid, I think. He's feeling a bit down, but he's going to turn that around tonight and give the NXT universe reason to believe in Joe Hendry, the NXT champion. I was not sold on his prediction. Zaruka took on the Elegance brand for the TNA Knockouts tag titles. Hey, you know who wasn't there? Mr. Elegance.
He wasn't
now that
there.
I think about it.
That's true. He must have had a booking.
Maybe his cousin didn't put in a good enough word for him.
You idiot.
With the backstage
You're an absolute
people.
idiot.
Zarya chose to go it alone early, played the role of one-woman wrecking crew, wrecking two women.
Well, the point of this match, let's get to the
on
point.
outside.
They could not get along. It was one blind tag after another, and finally they got in a huge shoving match, and it led to their demise.
Did it? It did not lead to their demise, actually.
Well,
they got into a shoving match. They hit tandem spears and then went for their finisher. And then Zarya was shoved in the way cleanly. It was clean. It didn't. They weren't arguing. They actually went for their finisher. Soul went for the
yeah, but they're
Soul
incompetent is the
Snatcher.
point.
Well, they're facing the TNA Knockouts Tag Title Championship holders. Give them a little bit of credit. The Elegance brand, baby. Anyways, M pushed Zarya into oncoming traffic. She got hit with the Soul Snatcher. M and Heather gave Zarya a bow and arrow combined with a top rope double stomp combo, which I loved, and they got the win.
So Soul and Zarya, they fought and argued and then lost, and the match is over, and they just sat in the ring looking at each other. I was like, can you please break up right now? I am so sick of this story. It's been going on for years. Like, let's do it already.
No. You think that. You would think that based on what they did later on, too. But no, we're getting more. You said you thought this was going to be the match where they finally broke up.
Yeah,
I remember hearing that for like the past week.
Yeah.
Well, I believed you. But guess what?
This is the one show I don't book.
Just like Raven predicted. Frickin' Marks. Jada Parker was having a pep rally in the parking lot. She got attacked by not Mariah May, and we saw footage of it here. Then Lexis King and Stax took on Chase U in what was essentially a speed tag match. This was like a 400-meter race. They started off fast. They ended fast. To be fair, I loved it. I'm really enjoying this Lexis King lately. I hate to admit it. King and Stax won clean when King hit a running a running forearm strike to the back of Cale Dixon's head and then hit the coronation and pinned him.
You can see here that they're just changing everything because Andre Chase got murdered last week and his head stomped and the fans chanted, "Thank you, Andre," thinking the guy was going to be cut. They say he got taken to the hospital. He's just out here managing this week. Like nothing ever happened. And then, after the match, Uriah walks out on Chase U. And literally 10 minutes later, they do a backstage segment with Pillman Jr. And the mustache guy just walks up with him. It's like he's joined their group. It's like we missed weeks of television.
No,
Yeah.
This is Uriah Connors. You're talking about
Yes.
Brogan Finley, I believe. He walked out with them after the match.
Yeah.
He walked with them, and now he's in their group.
He's joined their group, just like that.
Well, they set it up earlier in the same show.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Zari and Sol have been feuding for 13 years, and they haven't broken up yet.
JC Jane went to the ring, promoted her appearance in the Royal Rumble post-haste. She called out Sol Ruka for eliminating her. Instead, Zarya came out, said Sol has had enough opportunities handed to her. The Ren QCC came out. Kendall said it wasn't if, but when she's going to make JC Jane tap out or pin her. Then Sol finally came out, laid her claim at the belt. But interim GM Robert Stone interjected, and he made a tag match next week between Zaruka and Ren QCC, with the winner of the fall getting the next shot at JC Jane in Atlanta. Boy, seems to me like a perfect opportunity for Ren Sinclair to get a win.
We'll see.
Then we had the NXT 7-way ladder match for the NXT Championship. Ricky Saints, Joe Hendry, Deion Lennox, Keanu Carver, Shiloh Hill, Sean Legacy, Jackson Drake. This is the first time since 2015 that the NXT title is up for grabs in a ladder match.
I wrote a lot of words for this match.
Me too. Pretty standard ladder match with lots of choreographed spots. Guys getting their chances to shine. They pulled off most things well, especially like we mentioned, that for guys with relative inexperience, not only in these types of matches, but wrestling in general. The Shiloh Hill, he's won me over. He did the Terry Funk helicopter ladder spot, took out everybody, and then later on at the finish, he did like a spot where he used a broken ladder as stilts and was walking around and then got hit with a doomsday device.
I have never seen that in my life. That was actually really incredible.
I didn't get him because he's like from this new Gen Z or whatever, but I'm falling in love with this guy.
He's very charismatic.
Keanu Carver rose from ladders like Oscar the Grouch from Delectable Trash. Literally, figuratively ran through everybody, including a body check to Sean Legacy through the papier-mâché loser's lane they have. Then he confronted Ricky Saints at the belt on 2 ladders before Ricky kicked Keanu off a ladder. Saints hit his pose. Joe Hendry hit him with the belt. He fell through a ladder, and we have a new NXT champion. Do you believe?
Back in a moment, Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. It is the annual Christmas show. We have Big Vinny V as always, who's wearing a hat.
Can confirm.
Sean is here as always. He is not festive at all.
I forgot my hat.
Granny is here. Granny, what's going on?
Hello.
Craig is here, not festive at all.
Yep.
And we have Filthy Tom. Oh boy. Should we do shots now?
No.
I think I should probably watch this for a second. Oh my god. Granny is doing a joyride.
I thought they were going to be here.
A box of tissues. Clearly that was for Vinny.
Scotty's.
How dare you? Yeah!
Who is this? My guest?
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
John in Memphis is on the air, and he is hammered. I'm a cool guy, right? I'm invited to the barbecue. God damn it!
Merry Christmas!
I got sober up for this call.
Yes.
That's a girl.
Oh, is this Harley Cameron?
How
Love
did you
you.
know? I even
I
put on the
love you.
American accent.
It is? Everyone shut up.
Hold on.
You are the most talented performer in the entire business.
Yes, man.
What are you doing in pro wrestling?
First of all, you've been far too generous and kind, and I appreciate you.
I don't think I've ever seen Vinny that happy before.
Bro, ladies and
Yeah, I'm
gentlemen,
going to prison.
welcome to the show today here with Filthy Tom Waller and the Goon Squad.
Tom, what are you doing?
I gotta pee.
Well, go pee then. Don't do it on air.
Hola,
Way to go.
Hola?
¿cómo estás?
Is this the Beast Mortos? Yes!
That could not go any better.
The Beast Mortos is here on the air. Beast, how you doing? He sounds very agitated, Vinny.
I'm starting to get the feeling this is not a live call with the Beast Mortos.
The Beast is short-circuited. No!
That's the moon.
¿Cómo estás?
What is happening?
Hello, Brian.
Is this Don Callis?
Rob is using the Meltzer star rating for his urinal visits. Just so you know, I'm 7 stars, baby.
Ah!
So that's it.
If it's 7 stars, I want to see it.
What? Back in the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Filthy Tom Lawler is joining us here today. Overall, I thought that was a pretty good NXT. You know who the MVP was of the show?
Booker T?
Yes. No one, I don't care what anyone thinks about Booker T as a commentator. There's no commentator in this business better at getting stuff over than Booker T. That guy, when Lola was doing the running hip attacks in the corner, he was out of his mind, and the crowd's in a frenzy. They can just hear him just going crazy, and they're making the same weird noises he makes. And then he sings Joe Hendry's song. It's part of Joe Hendry's entrance now, is just Booker singing his song before and after.
You know what he's kind of morphed into is the role of like one of these talking heads that you would see on ESPN. You know, he is a color commentator.
Yes.
Unlike what we see nowadays. He's more in the vein of a Jesse Ventura.
That's what a color commentator is supposed to be. It's like no one's figured that out anymore. He adds real color to these shows. He makes the shows when he's on better. Sometimes he goes a little nutty, you know. Sometimes I think he needs to be reeled in a little bit. I guess it's also, you know, he looks good working with Vic.
Let him loose.
Yeah, he should be let loose. He should just be the T all the time. But anyway,
I'm pretty sure he is.
we're going to wrap it up, everybody. There's an After Dark today. A couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the Shroud of Turin, and everything went wrong with the show. So we've rebooked the guests. We're going to try it again this afternoon. So that'll be 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern, Sports Byline. However you're listening to this, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern for After Dark Radio. And then Wrestling Observer Radio later on tonight. We'll talk AEW Dynamite, NXT, all of the news. Dave can run wild like Booker T when he talks about these ratings. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight, so check it out, everybody. And I'll be back tomorrow, probably with Tom for a bit, and Landstorm on Friday. So a lot of stuff coming up. Check it out, everybody, and get your tickets now for the F4W convention. We'll talk to you next time. Wrestling Observer Live.